You're not offended? Okay. This is Judah. Judah. What part of Africa are you from? From Africa? Where you from? Oh, you okay? Levi. That's the tribe of Levi. I'm Haitian too. Levi. Those are the Israelites. When you read the Bible, they're talking about the children of Israel. We're the children of Israel. Alright? And the white man's the devil.
That's right.
White man's the devil. Whether you accept it or not.
Non blanc c'est des mots. Non blanc c'est des mots. She didn't like that. She didn't like that.
It's on. I just watched it.
No, I just turned it back on. So that's probably. Hey, that shows you the woman ain't with us, man. That shows you right there. Let's go. Like that was the most offensive thing we could have ever said, that the so-called white man's the devil.
She probably got a picture of Chesley Bozier in the house.
The brothers talking about there's a few sisters. I'll be one of them too. I'll be cringe, man. Yo,
stop saying it.
I'm not gonna say. I cringe when I say. I say it through my teeth, man. You know, but I ain't saying it no more.
I'll say it once in a while. That might be once every 10 years.
These women ain't with us, man. These women are stone cold against us. Hey, yo, these women are stone cold against us, brother. That's a fact. That's why Micah 7:10 said, "She that is mine enemy." You come into this truth. One of your worst.
Yahushua was more tolerant toward women than we are, man.
Yeah.
But Yahushua, the woman that, Mary and Martha, you know, Mary Magdalene and his mother, you know. So he was tolerant toward it, but, this is a different time, man.
It's a different time.
Women out of order.
Hey, you didn't have MTV back then. You didn't have BET. And TRL, you didn't have all that. You didn't have that shit back then.
TMZ.
What's that?
TMZ.
TMZ. Porn.
Girls Club. They got all that stuff.
Yeah,
They got that on the gear.
Housewives.
you didn't have the cheetah girls back then.
I just stopped my daughter from watching that, man, when she was younger. Bad Girls Club.
Oh, they got the new movie with Jada Stickett and that fat lesbian. What's her name?
Latifah.
Latifah. Girls' Night Out. All that bullshit. Teaching women how to be sluts and whores.
And they got that new movie, that blonde, I forgot what it's called, blonde something. She's supposed to be the first blonde 007 woman.
Yeah.
You got this skinny 89 pound woman beating the shit out of big product meat. Bing, beating the shit out of this shit.
Fairy tale.
Fucking skinny ass woman.
That's fairy tale.
It's Hollywood for you.
That's all that is.
Hollywood.
Tossing them here to here.
I want you to hold Ruth 4 verse 15 on camera. So that lines up with Mike.
Chapter 4 verse 15 on there.
Baruch chapter 4 verse 15 on camera.
Okay, I have it right here.
Go ahead and read that.
This is Baruch chapter 4 verse 15. For he had brought a nation upon them from afar, a shameless nation, and of a strange language.
That's Esau, man. When you go back into the history, that's during the time of the Romans. When the Romans came and took us down in Jerusalem, they were speaking that Latin and the Greek too.
It says, who neither reference his own men nor pity child.
That goes hand in hand with Deuteronomy 28 chapter. Go ahead.
It says, these have carried away the dear beloved children.
Who are the dear beloved? The Israelites.
It says, of the widow, and left her that was alone desolate without daughters. Talk about the land of Israel.
That's it.
It says, but what can I help you? It says, but what can I help you? For he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hand of your enemies.
So them plagues fit us. Us being put stone on stacked up on ship and being brought over here, that's a plague, man. That's a curse.
That's right.
It says, go your way, O my children, go your way, for I am left desolate. I have put off the clothing of peace and put upon me the sackcloth of my prayer. I will cry unto the everlasting in my days.
And that's what we're supposed to do. Read that again.
It says, go, this is Luke chapter 4, verse 19. Go your way, O my children, go your way, for I am left desolate. I have put off the clothing of peace and put upon me the sackcloth of my prayer. I will cry unto the everlasting in my days.
I will cry unto the everlasting in my days. So, you know, Jake's supposed to be woken up, man. Jake's supposed to be woken up. What does it tell you in 1 Kings, the 8th chapter, brother? It tells you, I'm going to read it. It tells you plainly, man, we're supposed to face the east in the name of the Most High. And then the Most High going to deliver us, man.
Set a mark upon them that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So we're supposed to sigh and cry, man. We're supposed to be in the spirit of sighing and crying. Like every time we see wickedness, we're supposed to be, man, I'm tired of this shit. That's the spirit we're really supposed to be in. That's why you don't want to get too comfortable in Babylon, because when you're too comfortable, you ain't gonna have that spirit. And then you're gonna be looking at the next man like, yo, what's wrong with you? Because you got everything rolling out for you. Now we're supposed to be catching hell. That hell keeps it sharp, man.
It says, be of good cheer, O my children. Cry unto the Lord, and he will deliver you from the power and hand of the enemy.
Oh, that links up with what Yahweh said. Shall not the Lord avenge his elect, which cry unto him day and night? Right?
It says,
and can I bring this out since we spoke on it? 1 Kings, the 8th chapter. We're going to start from the 29th verse and read down to the 33rd. The whole chapter is good.
Yeah.
This is 1 Kings chapter 8, verse 29.
Oh yeah.
That thine eyes may be open towards this house.
Jump up a verse above that.
Alright, this is 1 Kings 8 and 28. Yet have thou respect unto the prayer of thy servant and to his supplication, O Lord my power, to hearken unto the cry and to the prayer which thy servant prayed before thee today.
So we are the servants of the Lord, so just like Solomon said, we're saying the same thing, man. That the Lord listens to our prayers. That's why you pray.
That's why I have.
It reads on, that thine eyes may be open toward this house night and day, even toward the place of which thou hast said, my name shall be there. That thou mayest hearken unto the prayer which that thou mayest hearken unto the prayer which thy servant shall make towards this place, and hearken thou to the supplication of thy servant and of thy people Israel.
Here it goes again. So, vocab, what do you got to say about that? And of thy people Israel. He'll bring up, well, what about the mixed multitude? What about the fucking mixed multitude, man?
And they ain't
They were destroyed in the wilderness.
That's right.
When they shall pray towards this place, and hear thou in heaven thy dwelling place, and when thou hearest, forgive. If any man trespass against his neighbor, and an oath be laid upon him, to cause him to swear, and the oath come before thy altar in this house, then hear thou in heaven and do, and judge thy servants, condemning the wicked.
Condemning the wicked.
Condemning the wicked, yeah.
So who are the wicked?
Esau, Edom, and all the other nations, and 2/3 of our own people. They're the wicked too.
To bring his way upon his head, and justifying the righteous, to give him according to his righteousness. When thy people Israel be smitten down.
Yeah, the righteous are the ones that are turning back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua in sincerity and truth. They're also known as the elect. So there's going to be a reward. That was Solomon, right? He prayed that prayer?
That's the prayer of Solomon.
That's the prayer of Solomon. So there's going to be a reward. You know, what we're doing now, the time is coming. The Lord is going to give a reward. That thou shouldest reward thy servants, the prophets. And that's also in, Revelation, the 20th chapter. Rejoice, thou heaven and holy apostles, for the Lord hath avenged you on her. Meaning the destruction of America is going to be the beginning of our being revenged. Destruction of America, man. Vengeance. Hey, because we want to see this place destroyed, man. You know? Go ahead, bro. Yeah, man. Fucking you got a date a transgender? Come on, man. Go ahead, brother.
It says, when thy people Israel be smitten down before the enemy.
And we are smitten down before the enemy. The enemy is the so-called white man.
Yeah.
We're smitten down. That's it.
You can't even drive down the street without worrying about a cop pulling up right behind you. And you're driving down, you minding your own business. You might be going to work. And a cop come behind, you're like, what the fuck is this guy following me for?
Exactly.
You know? And you just know when he pulls you over, you'll be lucky if he give you a ticket, man. Most times they pull you over, they want to send you to jail. They want to, you know? Go ahead, brother.
It reads, when thy people Israel be smitten down before the enemy, because they have sinned against thee, and shall turn again to thee, and confess thy name.
There it goes again. And turn again to thee and confess thy name.
There you go. That's a cold cut to IUIC.
And make supplication unto thee in this house. Then hear thou in heaven, and forgive the sin of thy people Israel.
So these jakes out here that want to get into the black conscious movement and Islam and pray to Allah and the Moors and Baptists and Methodists praising Jesus, all right, which that's not his name, they keeping us here, man. If all Israel woke up and faced east and said the prayer in the name of Yahweh, there was no time you would have no choice to take this man down. So Jake is holding us back, man.
Yeah.
Esau just being a devil, but Jacob's holding us back.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to love these niggas?
Hell no.
They keep back from paradise, man.
It says, then hear thou in heaven, and forgive the sins of thy people Israel.
Every time we come out here and we speak, this is a prayer and supplication unto the Lord, man.
Yeah.
We're showing the Lord that we really mean this by coming out here, man.
Yeah.
It reads, then hear.
The so-called white man trying to get in, son.
Yeah, trying to reason.
You can see he's trying. Esau, you can see they're trying to get in because they get so close.
Yeah.
They're trying to find a way to get in. You can't get in, man.
Keep a knocking, but you can't come in.
That's it.
That was in Christine. Christine,
Oh, okay.
Christine, Stephen King, a part of Christine.
Oh, okay.
Keep a knocking, but you can't come in. That's why I heard that song from.
Yeah, that was Little Richard, I think. Come back tomorrow night and try again, something like that.
Please let me in.
It reads,
Little Richard.
Go that way.
Oh,
That's
what was that?
soft tone, right? Yeah.
What was that, Paul McCartney? Someone's knocking at the door. Someone, do me a favor, open the door, let him in. We ain't letting you in, man. The door ain't open.
Or something.
Go ahead, brother.
it reads,
Hey, Yahweh Shai is the one that opens the door. That's in the book of Revelation. Yeah, and shut the door and open the door. So these damn devils, when they come in, it ain't up to us to let you in. It's Yahweh Shai is the one doing the opening of the door and the closing of the door. Just like the ark. Yeah, that's right, bro. Go ahead.
say the court that's without the sanctuary is for heathens, man. You gotta get.
Hey, Yahweh Shai don't want to have nothing to do with no heathen.
It reads, then hear thou in heaven, and forgive the sin, of thy people Israel, and bring them again unto the land which thou gavest unto their fathers.
There it goes again.
Yeah.
It didn't say, get a passport and go back to the land of Israel.
Right.
Because ain't nobody even paying attention to the people in Des Moines, Israel.
No.
What these Edomites are concerned about are these Israelites over here that's on the street corners, man.
That's right.
Oh, we're going to come off the corners, man.
Off the corner.
Somebody hold on deck Isaiah 30. I normally say 20, but start at 10. And also you got Baruch, right?
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 10. Which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophecy deceit. It says, verse 11.
Well, that's what Jake wants. Don't be too hard on Esau, you know?
It says, get you
You
out.
gotta respect the women too.
It says, verse 11.
Oh, we don't gotta break the scripture down all the right way. All we just gotta do is come together in love. That's confusion, man. We can't get with them other Israelite groups if they teach things contrary to what we're teaching.
No, hell no.
It says, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us.
See, Jake don't want the Most High of Israel, God in Israel, you know, to be in their life, so to speak.
Yeah, cease from before.
Right? Yep, that's it.
It says, wherefore, thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression.
Let's talk about Jake. Because you despise his word and trust in oppression. Go ahead.
And perverseness and stay thereon. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall.
Most High ready to drop the fucking roof on your ass, man.
Right.
And it's gonna be sudden too. It's gonna be sudden.
Hey, you read that part, trust in perverseness. That's that transgender shit. That's perverse, man. But you got Jake that trust in that shit. Oh, well, you know, as long as they don't bring it my way. Well, eventually they want to bring it your way. Now what you gonna do? You gonna roll with it or you gonna fight against it?
They said mandatory transgender.
Mandatory. Mandatory chip. Everything is gonna be mandatory by this devil.
That means you gotta get with a transgender.
Yeah, to prove
There's gonna be a lot of dead people. There's gonna be a lot of dead people out there, man.
Yeah,
But that's when they're gonna revolt against this society, man.
to prove your alliance to the devil.
Swelling out in the high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant, and he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel that is broken in pieces.
You know what that means? Like the judgment of the Lord is going to be sudden. Like 9/11, that was a sudden judgment, man.
Yeah, the day before that, nobody knew
Nobody
what was
saw-
going to
yeah.
happen, man. Everybody got up in the morning like it was all right, man. Then they went up there and all hell broke loose, man. And the whole world stopped to see that, man.
Yeah.
That was literally broadcast all over the planet, man.
Yeah.
And when America's destroyed, Babylon is totally destroyed, and that smoke them up, that's going to be broadcast on all, you know how many different news channels there are? Man, you got Al Jazeera, you got RT News, you got about 7 to 10 RT stations, RT America, RT Russia, the main one, RT this, you got RT Rugby, you got all those different channels. Then you got Euro News, and you got the BBC, then you got BBC America. You might have maybe over 1,000 different news channels, and then you got the alternative news, which is us and Alex Jones and other people that do little news things, and that's what people are getting news from. They're really not watching CNN no more. Fox, see how many people that got rid of Fox? Because ain't nobody watching that shit no more. It's all bullshit, man. They call it Jangoism. Jangoism is when you keep talking about how great America is. And that's what Fox News is. It's like pro-American, pro-white. But then they'll say they're fair and balanced. But they have to get rid of that because they're not fair and balanced. So everybody's watching the alternative news. They're watching BBC, they're watching Euro News. All right? We got to get
This is Isaiah 30 and 14. and he shall break it as the breaking of a potter's vessel that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found in the bursting of it a shred to take fire from the breath, from the hearth, or to take, or the hearth, or to take water without.
You know what the hearth is? The thing that you blow fire. That ancient water. It's a bellow. I believe so. I gotta look it up. I don't want it, you know.
The hearth, or to take water without wither out of the pit. For thus saith the Lord power, the Holy One of Israel. In returning and rest shall ye be saved, in quietness and in confidence shall be your strength, and ye will not. But ye said, no, for we will flee upon horses, therefore shall ye flee, and we will hide upon the swift, ride upon the swift, therefore shall they that pursue you be swift.
Yeah, that's Esau. And that you know, that's talking about Esau when they martial law, when they have those troops. It's one of the main groups they want to get is Jake, man. During the hour of martial law, they'll round up a lot of these Jakes, like they show in the movie Handmaid's Tale. There was a scene where they round up them Jakes, and it was freezing. It was cold because they had
martial law is going to come about over the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people. There's a lot of Edomites in the Bible Belt, but a lot of it is Jake too, Irish and Scottish. And they read this Bible. They get on, they have these studies, and they know that the mark of the beast is the chip. So a lot of these Edomites will come out and say the mark of the beast is the chip. A lot of them are not Edomites, they're Jake. They just look like Edomites. So they're going to get a lot of resistance from them Bible Belt people because they know that the mark of the beast is the chip.
And they already expect that.
Jakes, like we know the mark of the beast is the chip. And these other false Israelite groups that's teaching otherwise, a lot of them going to try to get with us, man.
Yeah, because at the beginning of the movie, Handmaid's Tale, the couple, they ran to the woods to escape civilization. And that's where they got him. They got him in the woods. Then the baby, the very first part of the movie, the baby got lost from the family. The baby wandered off. You know, the little daughter, not baby, but the little daughter, you know. And then the woman got caught up. She was the handmaid. Hence the title of the movie, Handmaid's Tale.
And they were reading out of the scriptures.
Yeah.
To justify that you can have handmaids. They would actually read Robert the Paul would open up the scriptures in Genesis about Abraham having a handmaid. Here you go and pop them.
Yeah.
But the Edomite women were progressive. They didn't like that shit.
Yeah.
That's why they killed them. You know?
That's why they did. Yeah. Yeah. The scene where one woman, she was being rebellious. She wanted to go back to how it was in the 80s. They had the different rooms. You had like the 80s room where you could go back and act like you were back in the 80s, you know. They're playing the music and all that. Showing you that, what the movie is showing you that there's a so-called new America coming. And then you had to get something like a chip. You had to be registered.
There's another movie called The Spook that set at the door.
Set by the door, yeah.
That was that this dude said planted the CIA was like an undercover militia, you know, and he was training, and they was thinking he was Uncle Tom, but he was really training Jake to rebel against the government.
Yeah.
I have that DVD if you want to hold it.
I think I might have seen it. The spook that sat by, yeah. It was Jake, yeah.
Jake, yeah.
Towards the end of the movie. Yeah.
And then it shows you about in the beginning, it was about how they're gonna round up Jake and put him in concentration. They didn't call him concentration camp. They called him emergency response.
Oh yeah, and then he quoted legislation from 1950, the Concentration Camp Act, or something like that. I remember that.
Inmate civilian labor camp, something like that.
Inmate civilian, yeah. Which that's what they are. And it's in those camps that they're gonna administer that chip.
Well, all those Walmart, when you see Walmart, it's secretly when you spiritually around, it's martial law. Walmart adds up to martial law. Because if you notice, these Walmarts, a lot of them
Being shut down.
are getting shut down because they say the same thing for the plumbing. You know? And then they had those towers. That's a guard tower, man. See, when this deal goes down, they're gonna have to have a place to put these people, man.
Yeah, corral them in.
Corral them in.
Yeah.
They're using Johnny Stadium. What's his name again? I forgot his name. No, I forgot his name. The owner of Giants allowed FEMA to use Johnny Stadium as a concentration camp.
Well, if he said no, they're going to use the executive orders to take using any guns.
So does Yankee Stadium. They're using them. And that armory on Kingsbridge Avenue in the Bronx, next to the Fortran. That's
Lehman College first, right? Lehman College.
and that thing and that armory goes down. So that's only that top of the it's layers down to the ground.
Where that armory is.
Jerome and Kingsbridge.
So it's gonna get ill, man. It's gonna get real ill out here.
They can cart the people off and put them right in their country, right from the Fortran.
And that's Hosea 5 and 15. That's when a lot of Israelites are going to, well, where them guys at when it was on the street? And what about that Bible? What does it say in that Bible? What about what's happening now? That's when they're going to want to listen. But it's going to be
There you go, just put it up. Walmart translates into martial law. Martial law.
Oh, look, yeah, there you go.
Martial law, yep.
That shit is deep, man.
Go ahead.
So it's,
Whoever got something, bring it on out.
2nd Ezra 15 and 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smeared with the plague and punishment that the Most High, Yahweh Shemel Shai, shall bring upon it. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hell, and with a fearful consolation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men.
Now do me a favor, look up the word. I know what it means, but I want you to look up the word sedition. On Google, sedition. There shall be sedition among men.
It says, sedition, conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch. It says,
because that's what the law was charged with, sedition.
Sedition, yeah.
You're coming against the Roman Empire.
it says synonymous, rabble, rousing, incitement.
Rebel rousing, yeah.
So we're considered rebel rousing.
Yeah.
It says rabble right here, rabble rousing.
Yeah, rebel. And the word rebel, you know what the word rebel means? A rebel?
Back to war.
Re meaning back and bell meaning go back to war. Right? Rebellion. Go back to war.
Back to war.
Which the elites of Esau, they already know that eventually Jacob's going to go back to war. Because they know this. Look, we
But
can't
that's
keep...
human nature.
Yeah.
I went to Google and I put in the history of, what did I say? History of rebels, rebellions.
Yeah.
Man, that page went from one page to the next page. And I went back to the beginning of time, man. You know?
Yeah,
I went back to the beginning of time. All the rebellions, and all the rebellions was always, almost always, like 98% was always, the poor fighting against the rich.
Yeah.
That's how systems go down. Because the rich get so high and mighty that they treat the poor like shit. Total shit.
Yeah.
You know what happens is they rebel and they take them down.
Yeah, eventually
You
the
read
poor...
about Marie Antoinette. The people said we don't have no bread.
Right.
And she said, let them eat cake. Like they had cake. And so when they caught her ass, I'm not trying to accomplish nothing. It's what the Most High is trying to accomplish. Okay, Yoda?
It says synonymous, rabble, rousing, incitement to rebel, subversion, troublemaking, provocation, and more. It says, let me see.
That's why the Lord said you can't put new wine in an old bottle.
You can't get any older than that.
And now that was an old, crinkly bottle, man.
It says provocation, rebelling, insurrection, immunity, insurgent.
Insurrection.
Right now.
Look up the word insurrection.
He couldn't even keep a beard on his face. You seen that?
A violent uprising, insurrection.
No, I'm saying he had no beard on his face. He an old dude with no
That's
beard.
all we need. We got it. Read that again in your Bible. See, our thing is, this is a spiritual thing.
Yeah.
This is a spiritual thing, man.
2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be
Scripture said,
sedition.
awake not my love until he be pleased. You know?
That's it.
So the Most High gonna bring this place down in his time, not in your time.
He gonna do it his way, not yours.
That's it. He's gonna do it his way, not yours. You know?
Spirit of the Most High is that which
That's right. That's right. Where we at?
2nd Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes and the course of their actions.
Who are your kings and your princes? The government bodies. The government bodies, man. When your local judge, your police, people are gonna rebel, man. Hey man, you gotta watch some videos out there in the West of Israelites against some Edomites, man. They about this close to killing each other. And this is a fucking fight. They gonna start killing white people, man. Man, look, there was a time in Africa, in South Africa, where they were just going, Africans were going to different Edomite farms and just killing the white people, man. And taking what they had. Because they were pushed against the war. See, everybody's waking up now.
It reads on. And the course of their action shall stand in their power. And men shall...
And the course of their actions shall stand in their power, meaning the upper hands will be to the regular people coming against the government, man.
It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be
police
able.
officer gets killed. A couple of situations in New York where they had a ceremony about the police. Ain't no average citizen saying, well, I feel bad. You know how many fucking tickets I got through the years of parking tickets? If I hear that a fucking parking meter, somebody that writes tickets, if I hear you get killed, I said, so what, man? That's one less motherfucker I gotta worry about. Give my ass a ticket, man. You know?
And he trusted in oppression. He was part of oppression. The ones that get tickets are mainly the poor. So he's oppressing the poor. So when he gets his judgment, he deserves his judgment, man. I feel sorry for him. Like those cops that pull over Jake and harass him, you know? They're part of the system. They're part of the oppression.
I've seen this ticket lady run across the street, almost get hit by a van and a car just to give somebody a ticket.
I hope that she got hit with the van in the car. Especially the black one.
Yeah,
right?
the nigga one. Yeah, this bitch like, man, you that thirsty to get that man a ticket and risk getting
Hey,
hit
up
by a
there in
van.
Harlem, remember you used to speak up there in the state building?
Yeah.
That's all you had was them ticket writers, black guys writing tickets, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Oppression,
And they work for the government.
which is controlled by the so-called white man. Why don't they go in the so-called white man neighborhood and give them tickets?
Yeah, exactly.
But
you
they
supposed
do
to
that
feel-
too. They do that too.
Yeah.
About that.
But Esau got money to pay for it, you know?
Yeah.
They fuck with Esau too. They say we ain't making enough money from these niggas. Let's give these white people, man. I've been seeing a lot of these cops pull over Edomites, man. I know it's supposed to be a white man or a white woman. They don't give a shit. And that's why this system is getting ready to tumble down, man. This system is getting ready to go.
Some niggas like Nate, he was part of the oppression too, because he was a convict.
Oh, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
He getting our tickets too. You know?
He's oppressing his people right now, hiding the name
Ain't no
from
way
them.
in the fucking world I'm gonna be a fucking cop.
That's right.
But you gotta do things that are contrary to what the scriptures are saying, man. You gotta oppress your people.
Oh well, the cop, the third degree Mason. And Albert Pike said it, masonry is witchcraft. So a lot of those Jake cops, a lot
that
of
whole police thing came from
Masonic.
the Patty Road, the slave patrollers.
yeah,
you know?
there you go.
They got the badges too. They had slave patrol badges. That said slave patrol. I looked it up. Slave patrol, the badges.
Which I guarantee you, they were hired by the Rothschilds. They worked for the Rothschilds. That's why the cops have the badge. And that badge goes back to Rothschild, Red Shield.
Slave patrol badges.
How you gonna be a cop and an Israelite later on?
Now put the slave patrol badge now since it was a long time ago.
Slaves, bad guys. Anytime you be on a computer, right, and you just playing around, and if you go into the real subject, the computer always slows down.
Yeah.
Getting down, the computer just slows down.
That's true. Be like, damn, man, you got
Yeah, like police. Like the word police is spelled P-O-L-I-C-E. Now L-I-C in Latin is trap. You can look that up. L-I-C like license. L-I-C-E-N-S-E, something like that, license. L-I-C in Latin means to trap. So a license, that's what it does. It traps you. It traps you into their jurisdiction. You know? And then when you're under their jurisdiction, now they can do whatever they want to. Well, you got a license. We can do whatever we want with you. We own you. You know?
Lock, stock, and barrel.
What's that?
I said lock, stock, and barrel. They own us.
They're. The Rothschilds, they own us, man.
My social security number.
Social security, birth certificate. That's why go get that in Baruch. You were sold. What was that? The 4th chapter. You were sold to the nations. And it was our mothers that sold us, unbeknownst to them, when they signed the birth certificate. You know, like some of the birth certificates, if you look on the bottom, it says signature of informant. It says signature of informant. So the mother's informing the bankers, look, I got another product for you. Right here. And they're ignorant to that. They don't even know.
What does a woman, what do they know?
What do they know, right?
That's why I'm saying a few sisters.
Yeah. That's why the scriptures say you were sold unto the nations. We were literally sold, brothers. Through that birth certificate.
Luke chapter 4, verse 6. He was sold to the nations for your. He says, it's like it.
Yeah.
He was sold to the nations not for your destruction, but because he moved the Most High to wrath, he was delivered into the enemy.
Right.
For ye provoked him that made you by sacrifice unto devils and not unto the Most High.
So what's changed? We're still sold to the nations. We're still in their hands.
It's still here.
And Baruch 3 and 8, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse.
For reproach. For reproach.
And to be subject to payment.
Subject to payments.
According to all iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power.
Hey, when you look up that word reproach, that's to be made fun of. So that's why they make fun of us, man. Subject to reproach. Always talking shit about a so-called black man. You know, calling us names and insulting us. So that's why the scriptures say, he that increaseth in knowledge, true knowledge, which is increaseth what? Because when you start to process all that and you think about it, it makes you mad, you know? And you want something to change. You want it to change.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
There it is.
So if you ain't mad, you're being oppressed and don't even realize it.
You can feel it, man. You can feel you being oppressed, man. It's from the
Hold
moment.
up, even Michael Jackson called Tommy Mottola the devil.
Called him the devil. And he was filthy rich.
Yes.
There's a guy who was filthy rich, Michael Jackson, and he still called Tommy Mottola the devil.
Why can't you marry that bastard?
Yo, well, she a nasty hoe. And a few sisters.
Forget about, you know what, bro? Forget about these women, man. I think, well, a lot of the women we're going to get, they're going to be them young women from around the world.
Not too young, brother. Don't say that.
Yeah. I don't give a shit what that nigga said.
I'm messing with you.
Oh, yeah, I know.
What you mean, brother? How young?
Yeah. You know what,
How
nigga?
young, brother?
You know what, nigga? Go fuck yourself.
Because you've been in America too fucking long, motherfucker.
That's right.
That's why you same niggas.
That's right.
They make it mandatory to date some transsexual and shit. You gonna do it.
That's right.
I ain't going to jail. I'm gonna rob that motherfucker.
Hey, King David, when he was on his deathbed, the scriptures say, let a young virgin be sought.
But how young, brother?
He said, the
That's the
scriptures...
thing. She could have been 19.
That's right. Yeah, 19.
No, she was young. She was young.
And tender. All right?
But they don't like that because you've been in America too goddamn long, man.
Yeah, you got the so-called white man.
Why don't y'all motherfuckers go to Africa, man?
Yeah,
and
for real.
stay out there, man. Don't be
For
getting
real.
no round trip ticket. Go out to Africa and stay out there for 10 years.
Man, a young, you know, a lot of those old men in the hospital, man, a lot of them, you get them a young vibrant
Well, that's
woman,
how
they leap out of that hospital bed.
You know, that's how they tested David to see if he was still, because once that ain't working, then you pretty much ready.
Yeah, he's out of there. Yeah.
You know?
And it didn't go up. His soldier didn't salute.
He was like they say he ready to die.
Yeah.
Ready to die.
So he's checking
She
out.
had to be fine and tender, young,
Firm breast, firm
smells
backside.
good.
She came in warm,
Yeah.
you know, loud.
And when she was rubbing on him, he wouldn't say, yo, he's dead. He's dead.
It's a correct woman too.
This is correct.
It's a correct woman, yeah.
Fine as hell.
Yeah, you know it. Yes. Like I said, a lot of those old men, they get a young woman, they feel young again, man. You know? They're like that song, make an old man wish for younger days, yeah. She's a Brit. Make an old man wish for younger. Come on, man. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother.
Ecclesiastes 1:18.
That's what a young woman will do for you.
Sure enough, us not gonna roll this man through his knees.
Yeah, he wasn't singing about no old broken down hoe. He was singing about a young woman, man. 34, 26. Oh, what a winning hand. Ow. Hey, man, come on, man. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother.
Ecclesiastes 1:18.
Yeah.
For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
That's why our face showed the sorrow, man. You can, brother who's been in this for a while, you can see, man. You look at his face like, yeah, you've been catching some hell. Pastor Tars, when he first came in, he was all vibrant and shit. No grace.
Black. I didn't have a beard. It took time to grow, man.
Now you can see the tracks on his face. It tells the story, man. Hey, this truth ages you. I was shy that, yeah. Hey, well, I'm gonna speak about another man. I ain't gonna speak about myself. You know? Let another man. You know, the scripture tell you that. You know? Let another man esteem you. But yeah, man. You know, the way we stand there, back hurt, shit. You know, we got to keep dancing.
Gotta lean on the thing.
We've been out here for years doing this, man. Yeah, like Elder Pastor said earlier, you got to lean.
I ain't leaning now, but earlier I was leaning. Sometimes you got to lean. You leaning, right?
Yeah, I'm leaning.
Yeah, you leaning. Yeah, you leaning too, man.
He leaning too, but he trying
You
to
just
play
doing
it
the
off.
catch.
He trying to play it off.
It's a back hurt.
He trying to play it off, man.
Come on, man. Come on. Keep it real, brother. Keep it real, son. You leaning.
Yeah, my dog's hurting me, man.
Yeah, I know your dogs are hurting you too, brother.
Because you wearing them hush buckles.
Nah, these are wallabies. Yeah,
Those are wallabies.
Them are Bruno Mars, man.
Bruno Mars.
I'm messing.
Go ahead, bro. You got it.
That was it on that one. I can go back in.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 18. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled,
33.
the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
I'll be sneaking up through shit, man.
It says, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah. Hey, when all hell break loose, man, the men are gonna be afraid.
I know that.
They're gonna be like women, you know. But we're gonna be resilient, man. We're gonna, because we got this truth. Plus, the Lord is gonna protect us. We're gonna have His shield around us. And that's when a lot of brothers are gonna be,
Hey, man,
man.
I was watching, I was flipping videos and I was watching Dallas Camp. They was out there live. stayed on there. Last night, man. You know how we are, we curse people out.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother, they were cursing people out, man, you know?
And they're feeling that fire.
Yeah, because when you're out here, man, you know, this is like the big show. You know what I'm saying? You got to, you know, say what you got to say. Let it off your mind, man, you know?
It says we're appointed as a spectacle. So yeah, we're supposed to come out here.
And to angels.
The angels around us, they watch. We're supposed to come out here and get into it, man. Be a spectacle.
It speaks about a cloud of witnesses. Give me with that Hebrews 12:1.
Like the people say.
About a great cloud of witnesses.
Yeah, you're making a spectacle of yourself. We're supposed to, in righteousness. You can make a spectacle of yourself in righteousness.
Angels looking at us laughing.
Spectacle just means
To look.
somebody looking at you. So when we come out here on the highways and the byways, there's people passing by looking at us. There's people that know about us. There's people that saw us on YouTube and said they actually want to come down and see us live. All right? There's people that ask us questions, act like they never saw us before, but they've been seeing us for years. So we are a spectacle, man. That's how the Most High wanted this word to be brought out, man, as a spectacle.
Yeah, so if you don't go out and speak, how's that prophecy going to be fulfilled? Where you're going to be a spectacle? That proves you're supposed to go out in the
men
streets.
and unto angels,
Yeah.
you know?
This is Hebrews 12:1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with a great cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which doeth so easily beset us.
That's right.
And let us run with patience the race that is set before us.
Yeah, patience means to suffer. So while we're running the race, we're supposed to suffer. My brother saying, "Oh, this hell I'm catching." We're supposed to catch hell because that is what purifies us. Plus, you don't want to be too comfortable in Babylon, because once you're too comfortable in Babylon, you tend to go off. You go off. Yeah, one comfortable, not too comfortable. And what the scripture say? Our daily bread, and having what Apostle Paul said, having food and remnant, let us therewith be content. So as long as we got our food and remnant and a roof over your head, that's it, man. Maybe wheels if you can to get around, because that's what a car is. A car ain't nothing but another pair of legs, faster legs. That's all it is, right? What's a car? Nothing but another extra pair of legs to get around.
That requires gas.
Huh?
That requires gas.
That requires gas and maintenance and all that. That's about it.
And with that, we're going to close up.
Yeah, we out here.
Talk to Rob, let's close up. We out of here.